Hey guys, today I thought I would sew point shoes and take you with me through my journey with American Ballet Theatre. I have quite a few rehearsals today, so I thought I might do two in one. The first question usually people ask me is how I got into American Ballet Theatre. So I am originally from Milan. I'm from a small town in Milan, and at 12 years old I went to La Scala Ballet Theatre. I stayed there until I was about 16, and my dream was to always come to New York, and I would watch videos on YouTube about American Ballet Theatre, and I was like, I want to go there. So what I did, I auditioned for the summer intensive. Came to New York, I did the summer intensive, and then at the end of the summer intensive, they asked me to join the JKO school. Once I joined the JKO school, I spent around 4 months in the JKO school, and then they asked me that year in January to move to the studio company. So basically I had to come back sooner from my December break, audition for studio company, and they would choose 2 people out of the 4 people that were already chosen to audition from the group from the school. So originally I was at the level, the last level of the school. Now it's a little bit different how it works, but usually you get chosen from the last level of the school into the studio company. So what I did was I joined the school, got a scholarship for the school, then I moved onto the studio company after 4 months, and then I stayed in the studio company for a year and a half, and then after that they asked me to become an apprentice for the company. And usually you stay 1 year as an apprentice in the company, but I only did 4 months. And then I joined the Corps de Ballet in January when I was 18. So that all took around 2 years from when I joined the school. I was 16 when they first asked me, and then I was around 18 years old when I joined the company. And now I've been in the company for about 6 years. So the school is the JKO school, and that's separate from the studio company. The studio company is like a junior company. So basically for the school, you're more preparing to do classes, you're improving your technique, you're working on your skill level. And then when you join studio company, which is basically the junior company, and it goes from around 17 years old, 16, 17 to 23. When you join the studio company, then you start working, actually working, and part-time, let's say. It's you work and then you study dance at the same time. So you have the morning of classes, you have 2-hour ballet class, you have point class, you have contemporary, you have Pilates classes, but in the afternoon you prepare for your performances. They travel as a small company, they perform in New York, upstate New York, different places in the world, and it's basically like a junior company. So you still train, you still improve your technique, but then on top of it, you prepare for performances, you improve your performance skill. Once I joined the studio company, she got stuck. Oh, okay. Once I joined studio company, then you become an apprentice. So the first 4 months of an apprentice, you're still in the studio company. And you're still in the studio company because you're not doing the fall season with American Ballet Theatre. So every year we have the fall season, which is in October, and it usually doesn't require as many dancers as the mat season, and the season from January until July. The mat season is where we have 5 weeks of shows. Every week is a different ballet. We have every week 8 shows. It's very intense, so we do need a lot of people for that. And it's usually big ballets. So then the apprentices join us after, when we have the Nutcracker in December, and then from January on for our mat season, our tour season, all of that. And usually they choose 6 dancers only from the studio company that are around 15 from the studio company to the main company. as apprentices. So it's pretty tough, I would say, because from the school, only two girls, me and another girl, got into, from my level, like from my year, got into the studio company, and then from there only 6 people, which is around like 3 girls and 3 guys, or 4 girls and 2 guys, depends on what they need that year. But it is very tough to get in, and you can get in from the school like I did, or you can get in from the studio company right away. Usually the main thing is that the dancers go through the junior company into the company. So if you're looking to get into ABT, you should audition for the studio company or the school if you're on the younger side. And then from the apprentices, we get into main company, and that's the corps de ballet. People ask me, how do I get into ABT? I'd say the main advice is to, since a young age, to go to summer intensives that ABT does. They have one in California, I believe. They have one different places, but the main one is in New York City. So if you're looking to get into ABT, I would say that's a good start, because I think mainly, like most of the people that have joined ABT have done the summer intensive. They usually do offer scholarships or positions to a couple of people during the summer intensive, so that's a really good place to start. If you're on the older side, like in your 20s, some people actually come from big competitions. Some people come from Prix de Lausanne, YIGP. That's how they bring them into studio company. Like some of my friends came from Prix de Lausanne. They got the studio company from there and then joined the main company after. So I think the main points are just go to, excuse the subway, because the subway, the noise here in New York is crazy, and the subway is always running. So the main points are audition to the summer intensive. Go to as many summer intensives as you can. If you're on the younger side, join the JKO school, which is a very good starting point. And then if you're on the older side and you do certain competition, like doing competition like Prix de Lausanne, YIGP, it really helps. And as well as just auditioning for the studio company. And then from there, it's all up to the staff and how you're dancing, of course, that they decide whether you move forward or not. It is very tough to get into ABT, but also once you get in, it's a great company to be in. So I would say definitely don't be scared to try, because sometimes we're intimidated by a lot of dancers that look so good and they seem incredible, but then at the end of the day you have to really just try to audition for the summer intensive, try to audition for the school, try to audition for the studio company, and if it works, that's great. If it doesn't work, there is a lot of companies out there that are great as well. I'm gonna do my elastics now. I want to show you guys a video of how I prep my point shoes as well, and hopefully I can get more vlogs in on what my day looks like. Let me know in the comments if you have any other questions. I'll try to answer them as much as possible. I know maybe I haven't covered everything that you're curious about, but I definitely want to do that. So let me know in the comments what your questions are and what kind of videos you're looking for next. So have a good day, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.